How you doing, people? Welcome back to another ESO video. Today we're going to go over why jewelry crafting is going to change for good. Yes, of course, with update 40, we're getting the endless archive, we're getting lots of different quality of life updates, and of course we've got the grand master crafting stations, which are amazing and save so much housing space. But above all, jewelry crafting is being reset. When I say reset, I mean they're going back to the drawing board and they're going to make it consistent with the rest of the crafting skill lines. So you may know already that every single crafting skill line has its own skill line attached to it. Obviously, we've got blacksmithing, alchemy, clothing, enchanting, all that kind of stuff. But what happens? Generally speaking, when you come down to here, temper and expertise, for example, it would normally cost you 20 gold tempers in order to upgrade something fully to gold. Now, if you have this completely maxed out, it cuts it right down to 8. The same applies with clothing with a very similar sort of bonus where, again, it costs you 8 gold items in order to upgrade something. And also the same can be said for woodwork. So if you go to woodwork, go to the last one, resin expertise. Again, if you max this out, instead of 20 rows in, it will cost you 8. Now, basically how you acquire these, there's lots of different ways, but the easiest way is to refine. So you run around the world, you pick up wood or iron or any form of metal. And of course, you've got the clothing side of things as well. You can pick up raw silk or whatever, depends on what level you are. But when you actually refine it, you have a chance of getting a gold temper or a gold item. Those are where you get them from. Or you can deconstruct gold items that already exist and you could get the temper from it. As far as jewelry crafting is concerned, for the longest time, ever since it came out in Somerset, way back then, this bonus is still there, yes, but it's very different. So when you refine stuff in jewelry crafting, you need dust in order to create a grain. Instead of a temper or rosin or drew wax or something like that, just a one-time item that you need to stack multiple times in order to upgrade your gear, you get a grain. And then you need 10 of those grains to then refine to make a plate. And then you need 4 of those plates to upgrade your jewelry. It's long. In fact, much longer than any crafting skill line in the game. However, they are changing this, and I'll demonstrate how. Very simple. It's exactly the same as everything else. Let's say, for argument's sake, we're reconstructing something. If we were reconstructing a piece of armor, it would cost us 8 drew wax. If it was metal or heavy armor even, then of course 8 tempers. If it is a weapon or even a bow or a staff or something like that, the wood side of things, 8 rosin. Jewelry, 8 plates. Now don't panic. It's not, oh my god, before it was 4 and now it's 8. No. Look very carefully in this crafting bag with the jewelry stuff. So you'll see here that there's chromium plating. There is dust, which you do use to refine in order to make the grains usually, but the grains have gone. So it's literally dust straight to plate. No grains. So how has that changed? You now require 8 plates, but you can make them the same as everything else. And what happens to the stuff that you already have? Well, this is where the good stuff comes in. Most people have assumed that, oh my god, the price is going to go up. Oh my god, it's going to be harder to retain. Oh my god, we need more. No, you do not. You refine something, you get a plate. You deconstruct something, you get a plate. All the plates you currently have and all the grains you currently have are still worth something. So, while this will change the game for everyone and be very, very easy in comparison to what we've had for the longest time, every grain you currently own on live servers before update 40, every grain will become 1 plate. Every plate you currently have before update 40 will be 10 plates. Yes, you heard me correctly. If you have 10 grains right now, that is the equivalent of 10 plates when it goes live, which means, yes, those 10 grains alone, or that 1 plate alone, is enough to upgrade an entire piece of jewelry and have 2 plates spare. At the moment on live, you need 4 plates. 40 grains, 4 plates. On update 40, those 4 plates will turn into 40 plates, which means all of your jewelry is upgraded and you've got loads of materials left. They have brought this in line with everything else. So now all the crafting skill lines are the same. Originally, when they introduced this kind of stuff, it was aimed at the, not necessarily end tier, but the more experienced players where they were likely to get more of this than other people. But it's a bit redundant because 3 pieces of a jewelry set could be the exact same as 3 pieces of an armor set if you decide to put them there instead. And over time, obviously, as you may have seen, the market has gone mental because you know what players do. They're in charge of the economy. It will get tanked. Not to say this is going to alleviate everything, but it is definitely going to be a lot easier for every single player to access this stuff rather than only being for the chosen few. So hopefully that helped. If you have not already seen the new videos for the current PTS regarding the Endless Archive, obviously we've got a couple of videos here. Make sure you click those. If you haven't seen the Starfield montage or the Endless Archive montage, you got to watch those. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.